Got the new Sonic Frontiers trailer at the Game Awards. I'm trying not to be too excited. History has told me that Sonic games are so all over the map. But you never know. This could be the one to right the ship. The trailer looked cool. I thought we'd go through it and see what we see. Their CG openings have always been cool, and Frontier is no different. Like, I love the way he's animated. He's so colorful. I just like the action in it. It always gets you pumped. It's just what follows is always like, is that worth caring about? I don't know. And they show a little bit, I don't want to say gameplay, but we do see a little bit of like the world here. Like, very clearly they're going for a open world, kind of Breath of the Wild style. So like, I like what I'm seeing here. Seeing the open areas. I mean, like that right there. I mean, look at that shit. Being able to roam in any direction. And it looks like over here and right here we got these towers that look very Assassin's Creed style. So I don't know if it's going to be just like roaming the map for these points of interest and opening up more of the map. That's kind of a played out trope at this point. In fact, so many games have did it. I mean, Breath of the Wild did it. If there's a cool way of interacting with it, I mean, if it's just walking up to it and pressing a button or some shit, that's not nearly as exciting. But if there's something a little more into it, I don't know. But I do this right here. I mean, well, we've never had Sonic Overworld unless you want to count like Adventure 1, where you kind of explore the city and those surrounding areas a little bit. But it's not, I wouldn't really call that open world so much as like a hub world that you roam around. I mean, this could be that on a larger scale. I don't know. I mean, the graphics look pretty sweet. I like the different environments. The night cycles are nice. See, like right here, these are those towers, and these like, whatever these things are. I'm wondering if that's the way you run up them. It looks like some shit that you would latch onto and run up. Or maybe this is a loop-de-loop you're running around. It's hard to say exactly. I don't know. I don't know for sure. And then we end up with more CG. I don't know. Looks like some kind of new boss thing. Some sort of, I don't know, dark energy thing. I do like that they seem to be giving it some time. Sonic Forces, I don't know if any of you played it. I bought it on sale. I was like, oh, $10. It was right after the movie came out. I was all pumped. I was like, $10? Even if it's bad, whatever. It was terrible, and I felt like I wasted my $10. That's how bad it was. It was so stupid. But that was in 2017, and I'm hoping to God that it'll be 5 years by the time this comes out, roughly. I forget the exact month or season that Forces came out, but it would be so cool to have an actual fun Sonic game for once, or for a while. Yeah, I don't know. Is that some new Death Egg robot type deal? I mean, it's hard to imagine Robotnik not being in it. Oh, look, what happened? How about that? Acting Muscles, watch that. That video's great. Man, you know, I hope it's good. It's just, with Sonic, I mean, I grew up loving Sonic. My first Sega Genesis was like my first real system. It had Sonic 2, like a lot of you. And it's like, we're holding on hope. And there's been good stuff here and there. Like, I thought the day sections of Unleashed were fun, like a lot of people did. And that kind of laid the groundwork for like the boost style gameplay. Because after that, we got Colors, which for my money, Colors is like the best 3D Sonic game they've ever made. I give a really close second to Generations. Most people consider Generations better. The only reason I don't is, you know, it's just a rehash of all old worlds, which is fun. Don't get me wrong. I love Generations. It was wonderful. But with Colors, I liked that it was a brand new game, brand new worlds. And I thought the story, it brought it out of that angsty, dark nonsense that the early 2000 era Sonic sat in.
I see it! So that blue hedgehog's the Iblis trigger?
Even Adventures 1 and 2, which I enjoyed, the edginess that they were going for, I always thought was just so stupid. It seems like that they're taking the time with this one, especially considering the gap between Sonic Lost World, which was the last like solo Sonic game, unless you want to count Sonic Boom, which wasn't Sonic Team, so I kind of consider that a separate game. Sonic Lost World was actually the last game that Sonic Team even developed prior to Sonic Forces. I considered a decent one. It had this weird thing where you decelerated when you turned. It was really bizarre. It wasn't the worst Sonic game. I actually didn't hate it. Forces is absolute trash, but I thought Lost World was good enough anyways. You know, nothing to write home about, but it was a solid game. And the fact that they've given so much time between Forces and this, it'll be 5 years by the time Frontiers comes out. And I'd like to think that they are using that time to actually make a pretty unique and different Sonic game. And at the very least, based on the trailer, we can tell that because it's open world, which has never been done. So they're obviously ambitious, but sometimes Sonic has this weird thing where they don't stick with what works. Unleashed came out and everybody's like, hey, the daytime levels are fun. Werehog's kind of stupid. And that's immediately followed up by Colors, which is just like it's basically only the daytime levels. It's just fast and boosting and no Werehog. And then Generations kind of kept the same thing. And, you know, it's a rehash of old worlds, but still great, same gameplay. And then they mixed it up with Lost World, which, all right, it's still similar-ish, but they kind of went with that spherical, you go around everything like a loop or like a cylinder and you can go around it. I thought it was a step backwards from Colors and Generations, but then it's immediately followed by Sonic Boom, which I don't really know what the hell that was all about. Then the very next game is Forces, which is crazy. Like, it's so dumb. It follows the same gameplay kind of style of Generations in Colors, but I thought it completely lacked like the level design that those two games had. I just didn't find the levels fun to play. And to top it off, making your own Sonic character, I just thought it was stupid. Like, I play Sonic games to be Sonic and or maybe Knuckles or Tails. And Sonic's always had this weird obsession with side characters. And it's like, just let me be Sonic. You know, this trailer only showed Sonic for Frontiers, but that doesn't mean that it's literally only going to be him. I hope that's the case, but who knows? Ian Flynn is going to write the story for this game. For those of you who don't know, he's a longtime writer on the Sonic comic book. And I don't know if you guys have read any of the comics. I've read a little bit here and there. His stories are pretty damn good. The worry is, though, how much is he going to be hamstrung by Sega? Because I know for a long time, they were so hands-off with the comic that they didn't even pay attention to what was happening to it. That's not the case anymore. And there was an issue he had with Shadow, where they were like, hard line on what he could and couldn't do. Apparently he had done some interview and got a question about Shadow's characterization. He said that like Sega was hard up for like what they could and couldn't do with him, and it was incredibly challenging to write around. So I don't know if that's going to be the case here. The dude's an amazing writer, so I would hope they would kind of like leave him alone. You know, obviously there's going to be some level of, you know, restrictions, but you hired the guy, so hopefully kind of like let him do what he does. I feel like Sonic works best as a story element when it's kind of lighthearted. You can have some action, you know, and it can be somewhat some stakes, but like that weird, edgy Sonic 06 era was so weird and so unnecessary that I hope they avoid that. There's this great meme, the Sonic cycle, and I feel like we are currently in phase 1. Phase 1, first info on new Sonic game, lack of friends and screens, hopes are raised. Fans begin to claim this as Sonic's triumphant return. You'll take a second and look at the YouTube comments. Immediately, this looks nuts. Sonic is making a huge comeback. Wouldn't we all love for that to be true? And trust me, no one wants that more than I do. I fucking love Sonic. I grew up on it. And there's the games that are great are fun. I mean, look, yeah, Sonic Forces came out in 2017. Dog shit. You know what else came out in 2017? Sonic fucking Mania. That game was unbelievable. So they do obviously have some good games. The big factor here though is Sonic Team. They're the ones with the completely inconsistent games. I mean, they've made great ones, they've made good ones, they've made okay ones, and they made lame ones. I hope that we avoid this cycle that's gone on far too many times, over and over and over. Like a spin dash, we just make circles around it. So we're currently here. It looks fun. I hope it's awesome. But we're moving into this spot. I don't know when the next, reveal, or I don't know when they're going to drop the next trailer or show some gameplay. But God, if we see some more, if we see Big the Cat, I will jump through a goddamn window. Or new friends. Stop adding people. This is where we'll go next. Hopefully we'll avoid this. I hope this ugly face is not going to be all of our faces when we're waiting for this new Sonic game to come out.